The state's Employment Development Department, or EDD, the agency responsible for unemployment, is admitting that $20 billion of the $177 billion in claims paid out during the pandemic were fraudulent. That's about 11%.
Yeah, today, after months of waiting and several postponements, the legislature held a joint session to get an update on the EDD's progress. Political reporter Morgan Reiner joins us now from Sacramento with those details. Good evening.
Carlo and Carrie, the state auditor's office says that the EDD has met about 62% of their recommendations. Now, while they've adopted the ideas, there still needs to be a lot more work on making those ideas a reality.
When one of our government agencies fails this badly, I believe that it breaks the public's trust.
$20 billion in fraudulent claims, a 26-week waiting period. That's more than 6 months for interviews to resolve freezes. Roughly 120,000 people still waiting.
I don't think people have captured in their mind the enormity of the amount of money that has been issued errantly to undeserving people. This wasted money could have purchased 16,789 California homes.
The state auditor's office ran through the list of the recommendations they've already made.
So we recommended they create a fraud unit.
The EDD did create a fraud unit, but it is still working on hiring staffers. The department believes they will have a staffed unit by the end of November.
How do we make sure that they follow through and actually implement the changes that are going to ensure that that this is the last time we deal with this fiasco?
State auditor does not have enforcement authority. We can't force the administration to do certain things, but certainly we can partner with the legislature to provide strong oversight, to give you the information you need to determine whether or not we need to put this in statute.
And the state auditor recommended withholding funding from the EDD if they don't follow statutes. EDD Director Rita Sain says every state experiences issues with its unemployment system.
We have all had difficulty with this,
but said they will reach 100% of the auditor's recommendations and deadlines.
Are we satisfied? No, we are not. But we will continue to make changes until things are complete.
The EDD director said the backlog should be complete within a year. She also said the wait time over the phone has gone down to approximately 18 minutes, but yet the system is still overwhelmed with repeat calls and robocalls. Some of the assembly members were still not satisfied with the explanation that they got, questioning, for example, how other states can implement a direct deposit system. The EDD said California can't, and it would take about a few years to implement a system like that one.
There was a public comment period at the end today, Morgan, with $20 billion wasted here. I'm sure people had a lot to say.
Carlo, obviously there's a huge level of frustration with all of this. One person commenting saying that the EDD simply does not want to hear public comments. Another one questioning how the department, which has handed out $20 billion in fraud, is then going to police itself with a fraud unit to make sure it doesn't happen again. They said it just simply doesn't make sense.
All right, we will continue to follow this, Morgan. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Morgan.